Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, guys, I want you to listen closely to this video because I got two solid reasons right now why the narcissist desperately wants from you. I got two solid things to explain, and I want to explain a couple other things as well during this video. So, I'm just going to get right into this. Number one, you're going to find that if you deal with these types of people in person or whatever, over social media, whatever, you're going to find that these narco weirdos want two things from you, and the number one thing is that they want your attention when they're not getting it. And it's one thing that if you talk back with a narc, they're not going to be so desperate for your attention. But if you don't talk back to these individuals, bro, I am telling you right now, they are so desperate and hard up for your attention. They're going to say a lot of crazy things to try to get your attention. They're going to do a lot of things. They're weird. Very weird. And what they fail to understand is that it pushes you away more and more and more and more and more. I get hella DMs, bro, from people, and it's like, if you message somebody once and they don't respond, you message somebody twice and they don't respond, you should get the hint by then to just shut it. To just shut it. There's so many people, bro. And it depends what you say when you reach out as to if I'm going to respond or not. It's on you. So, you can sense weird things from people, I really believe, depending on what it is, depending on who it is, like right away. So, if these people are so hard up for your attention, they reach out, you don't respond. They're just gonna be that weird person, and they're gonna continue to reach out, start harassing you, start saying a whole bunch of craziness, just trying to get reactions out of you, that's the number two thing right there. Now, I just said it. Reactions. The two things narcissists want from you is your attention and your reactions. And guess what? Both go hand in hand. Both is what they want from you, because they want you to give them attention. They also want to get reactions out of you, which means if they can do this, they start to control you. They start to control you. And it's the craziest shit ever. You are in their head. They want to get in your head. They want to control you. And honestly, like, just me talking about it fires me up. Pisses me off. Because their behavior, bro. Their lunatic behavior drives you up the wall. And there's a lot of things I don't even get into. So there's probably people that's watching this video that probably reach out or something. Oh, he's talking about me. No. This happened so many times throughout my life in so many different situations. So many. I can't even do a video, bro, without someone being like, oh, he's talking about me. Da 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 da. Like, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Please. Nobody is that important. But I know what I've dealt with in my life. I know how these narco weirdos really are. And this is how they are. It's like they need to get reactions and attention out of you. They have to. They will do anything to just be heard. They will do anything to be heard, to be seen, to be whatever. They will do anything at all. To the point where their attitude becomes very abusive. They start to harass you. They do anything they can to just throw themselves at you without you wanting anything to do with them. They're just throwing themselves at you 24/7. And you can't even do anything besides ignore it. But they will continuously throw themselves at you. These are the weirdest narcissists ever. I've known many narcs. And most of the ones that might be borderline a narcissist, but they're not a full-blown one, they won't do this. They will not do this. Because they're not willing to look stupid. They're not willing to look hard up. They're not willing to look dumb. But these bona fide weirdos, bro, they don't care. They really don't care. They have that attitude, I don't care what people think of me. I'm going to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and blah, 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 blah. And like, to see that behavior, it just pisses you off, bro. It's like, oh my God. This person just won't stop. They just will not stop at anything. And like, for you to see that, and for you to be the one that's dealing with that, it's just like, oh my God. They are obsessed with you, bro. That is an obsessed narcissist that cannot and will not stop. They are a predator to your life. If you could literally take them out, you probably would. You probably would, because it is annoying as old F to deal with people like that. It's just unnecessary. They never get the point. They never get the hint. They never give up. They're such a predator towards you. And probably you only. The amount of time they spend thinking about you. The amount of time they spend harassing you. They will never stop. It's just nuts. And this is what chosen ones have to deal with. If you're not a chosen one, you probably, I don't know if you've ever dealt with something like this. You might have. But chosen ones in particular do deal with stuff like this. And it's annoying. Like, it makes you want to take them out. Like, literally. And at the same time, I've learned over my years dealing with all these types of people, come left and right all the time, because it happens still to this day. But I dealt with many people like this, and what I learned is to just ignore. They're not going to stop. They're going to stop whenever they want to stop, eventually. But they will be on your ass, bro, for maybe years. It could be months, it could be a week, it could be half a year, it could be a year, it could be years. They'll eventually stop. But it's just something you have to ignore. Blocking only goes a certain amount of way for so long, because these people will find a way. They will make another account. They will make another account. They will make another account. They will go to your Instagram DMs. They'll get a whole new phone number. They'll get you through emails. They'll create a new email. They will not stop. They are relentless, because they want you to see them. They want you to see their name. This is what real stalking is. Like, they don't understand how abusive this actually is. They won't stop for nothing, bro. I'm telling you. They just won't. It's these internet predators, and they are out there. And I'm glad I'm not a female, I'll tell you that much, because it'd be terrible. If I was a female, I'd have guns. It's a good thing I'm a strong male, because I ain't worried. But there's some crazy people out there, bro, that are watching you 24/7. fantasizing about you. Those people do exist. They are out there. And they don't understand that they only become more weird and weird and weird and weird and weird. And labeled a predator. Labeled the worst things that you could possibly think. The more they do this. The more they keep this up. It's honestly sad. They need to get a life. They need to do something else. But like I said, if you are a chosen one, you have dealt with this before. At least once. I've been dealing with this ever since I got into fitness modeling. Probably like 5 or 6 years ago. Because that's when I kind of got out there a little bit. Started to develop a bit of a following. Now people see you. And like I mentioned in other videos, this is just something that comes with the territory. There's so many people in this world today that have to go through things like this, much more severe than I have, than you have, than a lot of people have. Real famous people up there, TikTok stars, real Instagram models, like the highest up ones, like just things like this. A lot of people have to go through a lot of things with a lot of weird people, bro. Especially when you got your own business going and you're answering DMs, you're answering emails, you're answering messages, you're answering all these things, so you see what's going on. You see who's messaging you all the time. Because some people, you know, they go about their thing, they do their thing, they don't really answer DMs. So they're not going to see as much, but, you know, if you're answering people, you're going to see damn near everything that's sent to you. You still miss some things, which is a good part, because sometimes you just got to. But you're going to notice there are people that are literally harassing you 24/7. They will not stop because they are a predator. There's something seriously wrong with these people. They're mentally ill. I don't even know if they want to admit that, but they are. Like, to actually see their behavior, to see what they're doing. The fact that they're so obsessed with you seeing their name 24/7, they just want to get in your head. They want a place in your life. And you want nothing to do with them at all. Like, they are trash. Completely trash. Weirdos. They have no place. They have no right to be anywhere near you at all. They're so far gone. And this is just the type of, like I said, the abusive stuff you might have to deal with on a daily basis from time to time if you are a chosen one. And even if you're not, you might have dealt with something like this before, depending on who you are, depending on what you've done. But it's insane stuff. So here's my 2 things. What narcissists are desperate to get from you: your attention, and then your reactions. Because when they get these 2 things, and if they can get these 2 things from you consistently, which you would be a dummy to give that away, if they can get those 2 things from you, they start to control you. I've been there with my ex. I've been there with people I've dated in the past. And I understand what this really is. And I'm just living my life today the way I should be. I'm in my lane. I ain't doing nothing to nobody. I'm not letting myself be controlled by any of these freaks. I'm not controlling shit. I'm just living my life, doing my thing. So focused and so consumed in your own life, doing what you want to do, taking in the information that you want to take in, following people you want to follow, doing things you want to do. There's no time for any of this nonsense, toxic behavioral stuff. It's just nonsense, but that's all some people can do because they're that low. They're that stunned. They're desperate. They're needy. They're hard up. They're clingy. They're all these things, which it's the last stuff you want to be around, period. You need to block people like that. You need to get away from people like that. You just cannot see any of that stuff. It'll drive you up the wall. So there you go. There's a video, guys, and even if you have to deal with these things, people keep coming back. People keep coming back. They keep making new accounts. They're always on you. Just delete. Just delete. Just delete. Just delete. Don't look into it, because when you stare into it and you read every word some of these weird ass people are saying, that's when it's going to start to get to you. Do not read into it. Don't read anything from these people at all. Let them do whatever they got to do. Delete. 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 Do not read into it. Do not stare into it, because that's the only way it has any effect over you whatsoever. So there's the video. I hope this can help. Done.